Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like it's diamonds, also known as your modern day nun, one whom isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you, your lover, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, complete strangers, or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, I do hope everyone is doing well and feeling well on tonight. Let's get started. So the first message we have here is human organ harvester traffickers. They fucked up a long time ago. Broadcaster. Satanic sellouts. These motherfuckers going crazy. Inside job. Okay. So obviously there's a group of individuals who are into organ, organ harvesting, trafficking of persons' organs. Okay. Spirit said they screwed up in their operation of doing things a long time ago. Okay. There could be somebody who's a broadcaster who's involved in this. Okay. These persons are satanic sellouts. Okay. They could be a part of witch covens, secret societies, satanic cults. They've taken sacred oaths and could be under some type of contract, okay? But because they screwed up in their operations of doing something, Spirit is saying that these MFs is going crazy, honey, behind the scenes, okay? But something is an inside job. Now, there could be an inside job that this broadcaster is a part of, or this inside job could be against this person. We're going to see what's actually going on here, honey, but yeah. Y'all know there are people out here who are being set up and killed on purpose for their, or it's one thing for somebody to tragically pass away because of some freak accident or by natural causes, and some malicious shit go on, like this person, their organs are taken, or they've been listed as an organ donor when they're not, and their organs are taken. You know what I'm saying? That's you being fraudulent in some type of way, taking this person's organs, without their approval or their permission or whatever. But it's something else entirely when you are killing people on purpose, solely for the purposes of taking their organs and trafficking them elsewhere. Okay. So I feel like a little bit of both is going on here. Okay. Spirit, clarify human organ harvester traffickers. Somebody here is being pressured or forced into doing something, either partaking in this human organ harvester trafficking, or sacrificing someone for their organs or something. Because this is my no does not mean convince me card here. Okay, no means no, does not mean pressure me, and convincing me won't work here. Somebody is telling somebody to leave them alone, to stop bothering them in some type of way, and it's tied into these operations of this organ harvesting, this organ trafficking here. Okay, yeah, Spirit said they fucked up a long time ago, and it's because of their demonic attachments to the devil here. Okay, like I said, Spirit say evil is as evil does. They belong to wicked cults, witch covens, satanic cults. They're devil worshippers. They're in secret societies. We're talking about witches and warlocks here, people. We're talking about individuals who play with demons. Okay, persons who have addictive patterns of behavior. They do things simultaneously over and over and over again. Very sinister, toxic individual with bad habits. Okay, sellouts, persons who play with voodoo, black magic. These could be the elite satanic powers that be. There's a lot of energy here that's going on here, but Spirit say they fucked up a long time ago with dealing with somebody, including somebody, working with somebody, or just the operations and what they got going on altogether. When I clarify broadcaster, we have the tower here. Okay, there's something about a broadcaster. Like, this could be a broadcaster of any kind. This could be a news broadcaster. This could be a radio broadcaster. This could be, you got all different type of broadcasters who are in different type of professions. But somebody who has a profession specifically under the title of broadcaster here is having a very explosive tower moment here. Okay, now we know the energy that comes along with the tower talks. This could be problems of any kind. Okay, but something is happening all of a sudden, out the blue. This is a sudden upheaval, a sudden shakeup of things. Tragic news, tragic information, okay? Murders, harms, death, illness, injuries, okay? Disruptions, deceptions, destructions, chaos, tragedy, okay? Is occurring in a situation here, yeah. Okay? I definitely feel like that it's surrounding somebody's death here, okay? It's definitely surrounding a person's death here. These sellouts here could have killed someone, sacrificed someone, or could be trying to pressure someone into sacrificing someone for the purposes of their organs here, okay? Spirit clarify these MFs going crazy. These MFs going crazy. Whoever these MFs are that going crazy here, okay, these could be the traffickers themselves here, okay, because with the Chariot card being here, this could speak to travel, movement, journeys, relocations, taking trips, a surge of movement forward, okay. This definitely speaks to transportation, okay. Willpower, friction, determination, even progress here, okay. But there's definitely something that has to do with transportation, has to do with trafficking here, okay? But these are these traffickers who done fucked up and doing something in some type of way, but these persons are chained to the devil here, okay? There's definitely something that's going on, and Spirit is saying something is an inside job here. Spirit, clarify this inside job. What's going on with this inside job? What's going on with this inside job, Spirit? Because somebody, I feel like somebody is a sellout, is a part of something, but they could be refusing to go along with something, and they could now be getting set up in some type of way, maybe dealing with some type of issues behind the scenes with the law or something like that. Spirit, clarify this inside job. Yeah, because somebody's trying to blackmail somebody into selling out, being a part of something here, okay? And somebody is not wanting to go along with something, or hesitant to go along with something here. Yeah, this has to do with trafficking, human trafficking, organ trafficking, okay? Prostitution rings, sex rings, the sex trade, abductions, kidnappings. Something is an inside job. Somebody is also being pressured to take out someone, either their mother or someone who is a mother, because they want the powers that be want their organs. Somebody's trying to keep their distance, okay? But something could be backfiring on them. Yeah, somebody is definitely wrapped into somebody. Somebody sold out and got a bad deal. Somebody was set up for failure. Somebody was set up for failure. Somebody straight up got a bad deal. Now they're being forced to come up off a blood sacrifice. I feel like something else, they were trying to do something else. It didn't go as planned or something. And now they're being forced or pressured to sacrifice a family member. And I feel like they want their mother, because they want this person's organs. Yeah, something is tied into family or has to do with family here. Somebody who is a sellout, who was a part of this person been partners in crime with these individuals, okay? But something that they had going on, like they screwed her up in some type of way. Now they behind the scenes going crazy. Somebody could even be on the run or something. Okay, because whoever their handler is, whoever is the cult leader, is now requesting them, demanding of them to come off a blood sacrifice of someone who is a mother or either their mother. They want their organs. Yeah. No pain, no gain at the bottom of the deck here. So somebody definitely being handled, controlled by the powers that be. We got time is money here, so stop wasting it. Something definitely has to do with money. There's spell work, witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo practices involved in the situation here, okay? There's a lot going on here, y'all. Spirit, clarify these organ harvesters, traffickers. Yeah, somebody is a false person. These people are a false person. They fake, phony, fraudulent, untrue. They're wearing a mask. They're not who they appear to be, okay? Publicly, amongst other people, they may carry themselves like they, you know, one way, when behind the scenes, they are sellouts. They're into some very sinister, demonic, evil, wicked type of things. These persons are liars, cheaters, deceivers, manipulators, con artists, okay? They're two-faced. They're disloyal. They're backstabbers. They're betrayers, okay? These could be people who look good, who dress good, who smell good, who could be well-groomed. Okay, they may even have regular 8 to 4, 9 to 5 type of jobs here, and on the surface, on the outside looking in, you would not suspect that they are involved in some type of witch coven or satanic cult or satanic, masonic, demonic secret society. Okay, you would not know that they are part of these prostitution rings, human trafficking rings, the sex trade, and all these different things, human trafficking, sex rings, and organ harvesting, and different things. But they are, yeah, and they do so for money. They have been involved in this type of shit for money, setting people up on purpose for money. Look, unexpected income with thief here. Okay, you see how this couple is? It looked like some of these people hook up with people, get in relationships with people, okay, and set them up for the kid to come up missing. And then they play their role and act like they surprised or some shit like that or whatever. Yeah, but something didn't go as planned. Like they was trying to do this like how they normally do. But something, they fucked up and something didn't go as planned. Now they sitting up in despair. They could be out of work, out of money or something here, okay? But now they didn't receive some type of message from the handler, from the powers that be. And it's like, you didn't fulfill your obligation. Okay, you said that you was going to be able to get over on your girlfriend. You said that you was going to be able to get us their child, so their child could be abducted and trafficked for us or whatever. Okay, they set an expectation waiting on this. So now in the sense that this person's message was like, you still got to come up with a sacrifice. Give us your mama then. Okay. And they're sitting up in expectation, waiting on something to pop off, waiting on something to happen here. Okay. There's about to be, there's about to be a major change, a major shift in a situation pertaining to a mature woman here. Okay. Who's going to be along a certain pathway or going down a certain pathway or something. When something happens, Spirit, clarify they fucked up a long time ago. Clarify they fucked up a long time ago. Yeah. You got message of concern here. So either they sent out some type of message of concern to the handlers and was like, look, we goofed up, we weren't able to get the job done, we could, or something, okay? Or they either received this message of concern here, because you see this person grabbing their chest here. This could be a message that they got from the handlers threatening them. Look, unless you get this done, we're going to take your mama, or take you, or whatever, because this person's chained to the devil. They sold their soul. They sold their soul to the devil. Spirit, clarify broadcaster. Clarify broadcaster. Who is this broadcaster, Spirit? This could also be somebody who sold out to the powers that be, sold the soul to the devil, and they were supposed to offer up their child. They're supposed to offer up their child in some type of way. We got a mature man here. So there's an older man who's having a tower moment right now. There could have been a death of someone in this person's family. Or a death to some, yes, a death of someone in this person's family that they had to give up, okay, because of their partnerships and their alliances, because they're a part of this secret society organization, witch coven, satanic cult, organ harvesting, human trafficking operation that they're a part of, and they wasn't able to get a specific job done. And so something else tragic had to happen pertaining to a death here. Spirit, clarify death. Clarify death with satanic sellouts here. Clarify death. Clarify death. I'm just seeing the coffin. Yeah, they could now be threatening this person's job, threatening this person's livelihood, threatening this person's money, threatening this person's life. Yeah, we got main male here. This person ended up setting up one of their kids to be sacrificed here. This person ended up setting, it seems like there was a main male that died and his organs were taken, and he's connected to this mature man in some type of way. This mature man is a broadcaster here, but he's a sellout. He's a satanic sellout. Spirit, clarify these motherfuckers going crazy with the chariot. These motherfuckers going crazy. Yeah, somebody could be traveling, like literally we have the journey card here, which literally talks about trips, journeys, traveling, just like the chariot card do. Somebody could be on the run, somebody could be traveling, or somebody is a part of this actual trafficking operation, okay? There's a 10 on this journey card here, okay? 10 talks about endings and completions here. Something didn't go as planned. Like this person, they were supposed to send somebody was supposed to travel somewhere, and they were going to be like either abducted, killed, and their organs was going to be taken, but like it didn't happen or something. So this person like had to give up someone else here. Yeah, there's a lot of money involved in the situation. Spirit, clarify inside job. Clarify inside job with the child sex ring, human trafficking, organ harvesting. Yeah, this death was an inside job here. This was set up on purpose. Yeah. There's several individuals who's in on it here with this community card and a wealthy man sitting in behind that. There are several persons involved with this situation and know exactly what happened. Spirit, clarify organ harvester traffickers. Organ harvester traffickers. Okay, so we have the journey card here. Whoever this human trafficker is, this could be one person or multiple persons here. They were being pressured to do something that they didn't want to do. Spirit, clarify they fucked up a long time ago. Yeah, they messed up some type of trafficking operation. You see the ship back there here? Something happened in one of their trafficking operations here, okay? Because the merchant card talks about it's a person or it's a company that deal with other persons, companies, or foreign countries in wholesale and trade here. In this situation, we're talking about trafficking of human beings here, trafficking of organs. They screwed up and did something a long time ago, trafficking someone, goods, or something. Okay? And it caused the situation to backfire the way it did. Spirit, clarify broadcaster with the tower and mature man. Broadcaster, the tower, and mature man. Yeah, this person sacrificed their child. that they begin to threaten this person. Seem like the satanic powers that be began to threaten this person, that they was going to like imprison them or do something to kill them or harm them in some type of way unless they came up off the child. Spirit, clarify this broadcaster. Who is this broadcaster? Yeah. Spirit is saying that this person is a foe. This person is an enemy, is an op anyway. Yeah, this person is involved with this human trafficking operation. Yeah, Spirit say this person is a foe. Okay? This person is somebody's enemy, somebody's opponent anyway. The person that they caused the death of is their child, but they weren't on good terms. They weren't really for this person. Yeah, we got the death card here again on this main male with satanic sellouts. Spirit, what else is going on here? Yeah, this was for money. Spirit is saying, Spirit, clarify these MFs going crazy. These MFs going crazy. Somebody was traveling somewhere, abducted and trafficked somewhere. They could have been taken advantage of sexually and was killed. Spirit, why are these MFs going crazy? Something happened in a big house. Somebody's sitting and waiting for something. Or they said, the trafficker sat and wait for something. Okay? I see child here. That sits here on this coffin card here with child sex ring, human trafficking, prostitution, sex slave, sex trade. This broadcaster here, looks like set up their own child to be sacrificed here, okay? This person is involved in some these trafficking operations though. Yeah, this was a sacrifice. This is most definitely a sacrifice. Spirit, clarify these human traffickers here. Clarify these human traffickers. Why is this here? Someone needed to choose wisely about something. Spirit, clarify they effed up a long time ago. We have obstacles and challenges here. Broadcaster. Why is this broadcaster here? Yeah, this broadcaster was working with someone in the shadows. Behind the scenes, behind closed doors, okay? Behind someone's back, okay? This person is very sinister themselves. Spirit, clarify satanic sellouts. Satanic sellouts. Clarify satanic sellout, Spirit. So we have partnerships and alliances here. Okay, yeah, somebody's definitely involved in some type of secret society. Spirit, clarify these MFs going crazy. Something definitely caused a major disruption. Something caused a major disruption. Spirit, clarify inside job. Inside job. So we have transformation here, okay? There was definitely a death of somebody's child. Somebody stood their ground in a situation that is trying to move on, okay? There was a lot of deception and envy, okay? But a person went on and did this in an effort for them to get fulfillment of wishes and prosperity, okay? This is sad. Let's see. What else? Let's get some tarot, guys, and see what other messages here. Spirit, clarify. What do we need to know? So, yeah. Somebody was working with these human traffickers as a part of their job. This is how they get paid. Spirit, clarify they effed up a long time ago. Somebody, we got the Seven of Swords here. So somebody could have been lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating, conning, sneaking, creeping, trying to get away with something. Okay. Who is this broadcaster, Spirit? Who is this broadcaster? Who is this broadcaster, Spirit? That was working in secret. This person may hold some type of maybe leadership position in some type of way. We have a King of Wands here. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo persons. Spirit, clarify satanic sellouts. Satanic sellout. So we got betrayal here. This is ultimate betrayal. Somebody was stabbed in the back by multiple different people. Yeah. These MFs going crazy. These MFs going crazy. So we have the Three of Coins here, okay? There's a group of individuals who are under contract together or collaborated together to do something for the purposes of money. Spirit, clarify inside job. Inside job. Yeah. So we have the Ten of Cups, the Devil, Judgment. Wow. High Priestess. So somebody's family is like literally a sellout, chained to the devil, that shepherd for the devil, who made the ultimate judgment and decision, okay? To go along with some plot, plan, or scheme to set somebody up to be sacrificed, work against someone. This King of Wands here, okay? This person holds some type of secret knowledge, secret information, occultic knowledge because of their secret society ties that they're involved in. Yeah. There's definitely 3 or more people involved here. This King of Wands is partners in crime with a King of Coins individual as well. Yeah. Something was definitely done for a large amount of money here. Okay, guys. That's what's going on here with this situation, guys. I do hope that this has given you the truth and the clarity that you were seeking pertaining to a situation that you may be dealing with or someone that you know is dealing with, okay? If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shinebrightlikeadiamond36 with the underscore between each word. For those of you who are interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do thank you in advance. You can do so through Cash App, which is $tiffdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch the surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Real quick, guys, I just want to tell you all, whoever this mature man is, this broadcaster, okay, like I told you, he's involved in some type of secret society, witch coven, satanic cult type of shit, okay? He's also linked up with it because of these groups, these partnerships and alliances that he has. He's partners in crime. You know, in these schemes and these plots and these plans and this manipulating, this low down dirty shit that they're a part of, okay? And it just so happens to do with human trafficking, sex trafficking, organ harvesting, okay? So what happened is that this person, there was someone close to this person in this broadcaster's family who he had set up to be trafficked, okay? Like this person told this person, like either this person was going to be grabbed and going to be trafficked somewhere, or this person was going to set them up like, hey, I got a plane ticket for you to go to this such and such state for X, Y, and Z, okay? Because we know this broadcaster is a foe. Spirit is saying he's an enemy, he's an op, he's an opponent, okay? So he didn't really care anything about this person in the first place, okay? He was setting that person up to be trafficked, okay? This person was going to be trafficked to like another state, another location, and then that's where this person was going to be attacked, okay? But this person ended up this person's death ended up occurring before they could be trafficked. Like, and this is where Spirit is saying that they fucked up a long time ago, okay? Something happened and this person's death had occurred, okay? But this broadcaster had already been given money, paid money, okay? So when they received these messages of concern here, okay, they got word from whoever their handler is, whoever the cult leader is, okay, who sat in waiting for them. Now they want their child, okay? Whoever this other person was somebody else that could have been attached to them or close to them in some type of way. But ultimately, this person's child ended up being sacrificed because something fell through with someone else that was supposed to be trafficked and sacrificed, okay, for their organs, okay? But the ironic thing about it is that person ended up dying here. You still have multiple persons who ended up dying in this situation here, okay? But something fell through with the other person that he was trying to set up to be trafficked, okay? Wherever this person, he was trying to send this person, or this person was supposed to be trafficked to, they didn't make it, okay? And that's when shit hit the fan, okay? Because on this inside job here, this is my pizza card here, okay? Which talks about anything from sex rings to prostitution to human trafficking, organ trafficking, the sex trade, multiple things like that, okay? This person was setting someone up, was in on an inside job to set someone up like this, okay? Knowing that they were going to be killed anyway here, okay? But something else went on that ended up causing this person's death, okay? But there's also another death here, okay, of this main male here who is also connected to this mature man here, okay, who happened to be a sellout, okay? So I just wanted to show y'all that really quick, okay? Sometimes after I do these readings, I be seeing some other stuff and I'll be like, okay. Yeah. Because you see, this person here, this person was traveling somewhere, somehow, and ended up dying, okay? But it was an inside job. It was a setup here, okay? You see death, chariot, and the human trafficking, sex ring card here. This main male here was traveling, and something caused their death. Like something was set up though, okay? Because this person still had to come off a sacrifice because another person that this person was going to use to set up to traffic, to be a sacrifice, something fell through with that person here, okay? Yeah, but this false person received a message of concern here, okay? The false person received a message of concern. Either from this message of concern, either came from this main male or went to this main male, okay? About this situation. Okay? And it caused a ripple effect of other things to go on here, okay? This is the reason why y'all don't need to be selling your soul here, okay? But this person was forced, was pressured into doing this. Why? Because of their demonic attachments. Because they're chained to the devil. Because of the shit that they're involved in, these secret societies. Because they are sellout here, okay? Because they belong to these witch covens and satanic cults here, okay? And because of this, this person was pressured because of their demonic attachments in these secret societies. Thus, this tragic situation happened here, okay? Of this person's death, okay? who was being trafficked, who was traveling, who was being trafficked in some type of way here. This is sad, and this was this person's family, okay? An amateur man is partners in crime with others to set this up, to do this, okay? So I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. Till the next time, guys. Peace, love, and light. Namaste.